guys know that Queen Charlotte is actually a real historical figure? But is the show based on a true story? What actually happened between Regé-Jean Page and the creators of Bridgerton? Here are some things the actors from Bridgerton never told you. We'll start off with that controversial scene no one is addressing. When we all first started Bridgerton, we had no idea how loyal the show would stay to its source material. For those not familiar, the hit Netflix series is based on Julia Quinn's novels. While we all enjoyed the romance between Daphne and the Duke, we didn't expect the dark turn that occurred after viewers got to episode 6 of season 1. What followed in this episode was, without a doubt, one of the most controversial scenes in the entire history of cinema, which is why so many fans were outraged after seeing what happened in the episode. Thanks to this scene, a lot of viewers started questioning the standards around it. But what could possibly cause such a division in opinions? In episode 6 of season 1, we are seeing Daphne Bridgerton making a scheme in order to get impregnated by her husband, Simon Basset. The two get married, with Daphne agreeing not to have children because her husband doesn't want his family line to continue. At first, Daphne thought he can't have children because of some medical condition. She realizes her husband can indeed have children, and then she gets on top of him so he cannot move, despite him trying to get away. In Julia Quinn's book, The Duke and I, the scene is even worse, with many shocking details. According to most fans, this episode featured male, I think you could fill in the rest, and the creators thought they have no reason to give a simple warning about such a scene. Instead of presenting reality, the creators thought fans would think of the scene as a steamy scene between husband and wife. But what do you guys think about this? Now, let's find out the truth about Page's departure from the series.
What did you do?
I'd hoped it was not true. I'd hoped I was
Regé-Jean Page left Bridgerton after becoming an overnight sensation thanks to his role in the series, and decided not to reprise his role in the second one. Regé explained that he quit because he always felt like his involvement in the show was always intended to be one season arc. But that's not entirely true. At least, according to more and more rumors suggesting that the actor left because of what Simon's future in the show looked like. Shortly after it was announced that he won't return, the actor said, "It's a one-season arc. It's going to have a beginning, middle, and end. Give us a year." It felt like a limited series. I get to come in, I get to contribute my bit, and then the Bridgerton family rolls on. At the beginning of 2022, it was reported that Regé was, in fact, offered to return. But since he wasn't satisfied with Simon's future storylines, he refused the offer. It was also confirmed that you need to smash that like button if you haven't done it already. In the meantime, Page has become one of the most wanted faces in Hollywood. More and more directors want him in their projects, and one of his most recent roles is the one in The Gray Man. According to The Hollywood Reporter, they asked him to guest star on 3 to 5 episodes in the show's second season. Believe it or not, this offer included a paycheck of $50,000 per episode. Page turned the offer down because, as reports claim, he had a really busy schedule. Now, I don't know about you, but this sounds like there's so much in the story that we don't know. Appearing in 3 episodes is not a big deal, and it doesn't require a lot of time, meaning that there might have been something between Page and the creators of the show that we still don't know about. His character would have to be recast or, in the worst case scenario, killed off. What do you think is the solution here?
Not to mention the sister of my best friend, and so romance was entirely out of the question for both of us.
But it's so...
Well, now, let's get into details regarding Nicola Coughlin's involvement in the series. This one was especially difficult for me to write, simply because Coughlin is my favorite cast member of the series, and I was super excited to discover that she would be the female lead in the much-anticipated 3rd season of Bridgerton. But I was also surprised to find out she had some on-set troubles when performing in season 1. In an interview with Good Morning America, Coughlin revealed that her short figure led to some injuries on set. You see, Coughlin is a bit shorter than most of her co-stars, so the creators of the show decided to solve this, issue by putting her in very tall heels. The actress is 5'1" and hates walking in heels. She hates it because she doesn't really know how to walk in such high heels. Quote, "They sort of looked at me and thought, we need to put you in heels so that you're at eye level with everybody else. And I sort of agreed, just trying to be amendable and, a nice actor. And then arrived on set, and on the first day, and fell over 3 times in the heels, Coughlin said, laughing. She further explained an incident when she was asked to hold a dog and once was holding a parasol. She fell and stabbed Claudia Jessie, who plays Eloise, right in the hand and drew blood. After this incident, the creators got rid of the heels. So, is Bridgerton based on a true story?
Share something good. What happened with Whistledown? Did you say?
Well, the short answer is no. Shonda Rhimes knew exactly what she was doing when she decided to adapt these books into TV series. The Bridgerton series has 1 novel on each of the late Viscount Bridgerton's 8 children. Not surprisingly, Queen has sold over 10 million copies in the US alone. However, there are some characters that are actually based on real historical figures. Queen Charlotte, for instance, was on the throne with King George III and was biracial. She was descended from Margarida de Castro y Souza, a black branch of the Portuguese royal house, per a report by PBS. Interestingly enough, Queen Charlotte is not mentioned in the novels. The black boxer Will Mondrich was inspired by Bill Richmond. Now, for those not familiar, Richmond was a slave who became a soldier and was eventually turned into a professional boxer. While it looks like the creators had it easy when adapting the series, that's not true. In fact, the show was a long time in the making.
I assure you, I'm anything but interested in you.
Good.
Quite.
And I anything but interested in you.
Rhimes did her collab with Netflix back in 2017, and obviously, Netflix realized just how popular this show could get, so they did the collab. But the show was a long time in the making, with both Rhimes and Van Dusen working really hard to bring such a TV show to our small screens. According to a feature in Shondaland, Rhimes gave Van Dusen copies of the Bridgerton books, and he immediately fell in love with them. He told Shondaland, "You need to smash that subscribe button and notification bell, so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future." Gotcha twice. But on all seriousness, here's what he said. But at the same time, I think they're considered a bit traditional and conservative. With Bridgerton, I wanted to take everything I loved about a period show and turn it into something fresh, topical, and relatable. See you in the next video!